Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for Tuesday, June 11th. Okay, we are very, very quickly moving toward the middle of the month. Okay, so as much as possible, I'm going to try to remind us. Hello, Stefan Bronston. Good morning for all who are popping on. I'm going to try to remind us of um, things that we need to do to prepare and review before the second half of the year starts with July. Hey, Darrell and Mary. Okay, so that's the whole point. My function purpose in life is to impact as many lives as possible so that as few of us as possible have to just exist, have to just stroll through life, doing a whole lot of hoping and a wishing, but not really making progress, never rising to the point that we desire to be and desire to live in. So many more of us can and can experience life, not just existence. And right now, a lot of us are just existing. But we don't have to. So often we think, oh, that's for them, and they can do that because, and then we pile on a layer of excuses as to why they can do something and we're left behind. Nope, 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 nope. We all, now this is a statement I absolutely believe. And again, I do not live in Disneyland, okay, where everything is rainbows and lollipops and unicorns. I absolutely believe with every ounce of who I am that every living soul was made to succeed and live a wonderful life. Now, I do not believe that that is happening. That is not everyone's reality. That's not everyone's actual state. A whole lot of us are losing. And I'm not saying you can succeed if you don't have abuse in your life. You can succeed if you didn't come from a raggedy background. You can succeed. No, every time we put limitations on it, it excuses us and downplays our ability to get past every obstacle, every hill, every knockdown in life, because that's just called life. No one gets to float through and on their way up to success. You don't get to coast to success because everything worth anything is uphill. But coasting only goes in one direction, period. So we can do it. Some have greater obstacles. I recognize that. That makes the victory sweeter. That makes success sweeter. And you get to success, you get to decide and define what success looks like for you in your life. Okay, so here is where I wanted to go today. That we not be afraid of feedback. Asking others strategically, not just in the old body, but strategically choosing people in our lives, especially this month, and ask them for feedback. Ask them for their thoughtful, critical thinking on where you are in life. Again, choose a lane. What are you working toward? What are you hoping to gain? What is your objective? And ask them about it. Ask them to give you honest, solid feedback, even if it hurts. So if you just ask people, first of all, again, it has to be strategic because you can't take everything from anybody. If you're not doing anything in your life, do you really think I'm about to ask you about my finances? That's not going to happen. That's not even, there's no wisdom. If you are if your children don't even like you, do you really think I'm about to ask you about relationship building and communication techniques and how can resolve conflict? No, 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 no. Okay, so we have to be strategic in who we ask what, but we must ask. We only see from where we stand, and so the vast majority of us only see from our perspective. Unless we are wise enough, mature enough, aware enough to widen our lens and invite different perspectives in. Because they will see you from a different perspective that is valid. It is valid. And if you operate continually, especially during this month of June, and it'll come around again in December before we jump off into the new year, if you take advantage of this month and strategically ask others, excuse me, for their input with specific questions, ask them and start out the whole conversation. Hey, Wanda, thank you again for all who are joining me. You start the whole conversation off with a plea for them to be absolutely honest with you. And honesty sometimes stings. If everything you get back is beautiful and golden and there's no need for, or there's no lane that you can improve, there's not anything that you can tweak, there's not anything that you can think about, well, maybe you ought to just consider this because this is how it came out. If everything is beautiful and oh my goodness, you're the best in sliced bread and there's nothing you can do to improve, you need to find someone else, because they're not looking critically enough at you. If we're going to go to the next level, if we're going to be stretched and challenged enough to bring out the best version of ourselves, we have to have different perspectives who love you, who know you well enough, and are at some level of success. Again, everyone gets to define what success looks like for them. Okay, so it's important that they didn't even say anything. Did you ask? Did you go ask? Again, because giving feedback, giving critique sometimes can be it definitely can be uncomfortable, and it's just out of their lane, out of their norm. Well, I didn't want to hurt her feelings, so I didn't tell her anything. Okay, I'm gonna need you to love me a little more than that. I'm gonna need you to love me a little more than you love being uncomfortable. Okay, so even use that. Start out the conversation with that and really listen. When you get the feedback, listen. If everything they say, you go tit for tat. Well, yeah, but, and you don't know this. Oh, that's because you don't really want it. You just want to make the effort to look as if you're trying to improve. You just wanted to put up a front so that you could say, oh, yes, and I seek feedback. If everything you have a comeback for, first of all, people are not going to give it because they know you don't really listen to it. You're not even trying. And then all you've done is waste time. So that's what I want to encourage you for. Go, and my challenge to you today is seek out deliberately and intentionally someone or a few someones. I'm waiting on some feedback from a few someones that I've asked for and given them a timeline. Again, I need to apply whatever the critique is and get it together before July kicks off. So ask and seek. My challenge for you, if you are willing to accept it, is to go strategically choose and then ask and wait on the feedback. Be intentional when you are listening. It's as if you're in a desert and they have the water that is life to you, because it really could be. Okay, if we're all seeking to become the best version of ourselves, then we're going to need to do something. Okay, and you widen your lens, widen your lens. That is my offering to you today. That is my challenge to those who will take it up, to seek out the feedback. Okay, until next time, take real good care of yourselves.